Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining OACAC for our virtual college exploration. We're excited to have you with us today and hope that you'll learn a lot over the next 45-minute session. Your cameras and microphones are off during this presentation. However, we encourage you to utilize the Q&A function to ask questions throughout this event. As a reminder, you can continue signing up for future events at oacac.org. And after this presentation, a recording will be available on the website as well. At this time, I'll turn it over to the University of Dubuque.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me today to go over some stuff about just the University of Dubuque. I'm going to get my screen shared here really quick. Oh, I'm on the wrong. My apologies. Here we go. All right, so first, again, let me go back. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. I think we all are starting to get used to these. So let's see if this works now. Maybe. Oh gosh. Are you able to see the presentation at all? Let's see. There we go. All right, so I will get started here now. So again, I would like just to welcome you. Sorry again for the technical difficulties I was having with the presentation. But basically, the University of Dubuque is just a small university located in Dubuque, Iowa. We're about 4 hours away from Chicago and about an hour and a half away from Madison, Wisconsin. We're right on the corner, right on the Mississippi. So you can kind of see just different viewpoints of the university. This is Dubuque again, right on the Mississippi. We have students that come from all over the world. We have them come from Sweden. We have them from Saudi Arabia. We actually have a really big population that comes from Saudi Arabia. Then Galena, Illinois is also a local city that's pretty popular. Lots of little shops and things like that as well. We also have a lot of students from California, Florida, Washington, D.C. Again, Madison is here. Phoenix, Arizona, we actually have a school there that is for our life program as well. Texas and things like that. So this is just kind of going to show you what we really look for when we're looking at students who want to come to University of Dubuque. Their character, talent, and values. We want to know who you are. Are you an athlete? Are you in choir, band? Are you a determined student, creative, kind? Many different things will come into play as we're going through the application process. We actually will not be using test scores this coming up year for application purposes. So keep that in mind too if you're looking to apply at UD. Every student that we admit does add an important voice. Everybody here is involved in some sort of organization, club, sport, anything really. We really want you to get involved so it makes a huge difference in your college career path. So again, who will you become? It is not just who you're going to be that matters to us, but who you will become means the most in your experience here, like I mentioned. Who will you become? and everything like that as well. Here's some students that we have from across the university. We do a photo shoot every single year. So it just kind of shows different things that they're involved with, different majors and things like that. Again, at UD, you can be included in tons of stuff. This is one of our professors. He has a fishing club here. He's also head of our environmental science major. So he will actually take you out on the boats. I think we have about 5 or 6 boats now to go out on the Mississippi. This is showing our aviation department. We have helicopter. We also have private and different things like that for aviation, tons of different things that go into that. This is just them in one of the labs, but you do actually fly and things like that. You'll randomly see a helicopter land on campus and you'll be shocked the first time you see it, and then it'll just be a normal occurrence. We also have a huge nursing program here at UD. That's probably one of our top majors. We have 100% pass rate for the NCLEX as well. Championing grit, and then we've got character, determination, and resilience are the best predictors of potential for success here at UD. Again, we want to prepare you for your future, not just your life here while you're in college. We are dynamically diverse. We have students that come from over 43 different states and 22 different countries. Including in those 22 countries, we have students that come from our Department of Defense schools. So those are going to be the high schools that are on the Army bases, Navy bases, things like that across the world. We have students actually come from different countries as well. Like I mentioned, Sweden, we have a lot of students come from Saudi Arabia, 43 states. That also includes Alaska, Hawaii. So it's really crazy the different types of people that you'll see here on campus. Caringly intrusive. Then we've also, we challenge our students. This is the lab that they have going on here. This is one of the physics classes. And then we've got, this is actually one of our communication professors. This is just kind of showing that we have small class sizes. Your average classroom size here is going to be about 15 students. So your professors really do get to know who you are, want to see you through your college career and help you kind of get past that graduation point as well. Here is graduation. They have all the professors stand outside after graduation just to clap and say, congrats on getting done, walking you through and things like that, and seeing the professors that you got to see throughout your 4 years here at UD. This is our orientation group. So the first week that you're here, you will actually be hanging out with students that you're in this orientation group with. You actually have a class with them as well for the rest of the semester. So that's kind of cool. You really bond with those students. I myself went to UD. I graduated in 2018, and in my orientation group, 3 of my best friends that are still my best friends to this day, that are even my roommates, were in the same orientation group as me. So we are radically accountable as well. There's mutual trust between staff and students. You have to trust in your professors to give you the best education, and they also have to trust in you that you're going to show up to class and put in the work. And then here you have commitment. This is one of our stewardship classes. You'll go, and this is when they were cleaning up the park. There were other times that they'll just help in different things across the Dubuque area, the food pantry, and the different shelters that we have as well. This is our president, President Bullock, and when you come to UD, you'll actually sign the success commitment. So we'll have all of those things that we kind of just talked about, being caringly intrusive. All of those things will come into play when you actually come here. So you will actually sit down with the president, meet with him, sign the form with him, so that you're both committed to making your time here at UD as successful as possible. We are practically purposeful, again, is also going to be on that list of things that you'll sign. Here is another picture from our classroom. So our academics are huge here. We have tons of majors, which we'll go over here in a little bit. Community, so this is 2 of our students that are currently going here actually in the quad. During these times, they'll still have things going on in the quad, whether that be a cookout or little yard games like this. We also have our ROTC program, which is through the Army. They will have their training almost every single morning, Monday through Thursday, and you'll get to do all that. Then we have our different scholarship points, which can be a 2-year, 3-year, or even a 4-year through our ROTC program. Again, nursing and vocation, stewardship. We have many leaders. Again, this is one of our graduation pictures. So what's life like at UD? A lot of people ask. So again, you be many things at UD, but you'll never be alone. Like I mentioned, we have students that come from all across the world, and this is a place where you'll come and meet those students. Different worldviews. So we actually do travel trips. This was when they went to Italy. They'll also go to Paris, Belize, things like that when travel is accepted again. But these are things that they'll do every single year, spring break, Thanksgiving break, and then even through May term. So we also have a really big theater culture here on campus. So this is one of our fine and performing arts, their major. You can actually be in these if you're not the major, or if you just want to do it for fun. So this is one of those from a couple of years ago. And then just being individual, you'll be respected, things like that. We want to respect your unique aspirations and goals as well. So we do have over 60 student-led organizations. Like I mentioned, we want you to be involved on campus as much as possible. So again, this is going to be one of the main buildings. This is actually the building that I'm sitting in right now. This is our Myers and Technology Center. So in here, you'll have your business majors, financial aid is in here, admissions is also, and the president's office is upstairs. You've got student accounts, the registrar, all located in this building. This is our main cafeteria. So this is going to be the one that's going to be set up buffet style. Everything else is kind of grab and go around campus. This one has the specific breakfast, lunch, and dinner hours as well. This is our library. Again, this is the Charles C. Myers Library. So you'll see a few different buildings on campus that are called the same thing. There will also be classes in here. There's computer labs, different things like that. They just redid it again. So now there's more seating areas and little individual study nooks as well. This is going to be our Heritage Center. So this is going to be one of the places you can eat. This is going to have different classrooms. This is where the fine performing arts stuff is. So the choir room, we also have a band and things like that are all located in this building. Then what you will also be exposed to experiences that bring life to your chosen profession. So whether that be different internships and things like that, that will also be included while you're here. So we actually have two new buildings to UD. We have the Smelter Health Center, and then we also have, so this is what the Smelter Health Center is. So this is where you can go we have therapists there. We also have PAs there, so physician assistants and doctors. So if at any point you need to go to the doctor or you have the flu or anything like that, you can come here and meet with them. This is now on campus instead of, we used to be partnered up with the hospital that's right up the road, but now we have this, so you can just get help right on campus. We actually all just got our flu shots there last week, so super easy and convenient. And then we also have the more campus transformation. We have a new welcome center. In the last 25 years, we've spent over 300 million remodeling and building new buildings. So everything here on campus was either built or redone in the last 12 years, which is kind of cool. And so who do you want to become when you leave UD? At UD, it's not only about what you will become, but who you will be that matters the most. Here we see everything you are made of, and we want to make sure that your true aspirations and things are brought to light while you're here, so we can kind of help you figure it out before you graduate. Here you can see Alan Garfield. He's actually head of our digital art and technology major. He also does all the travel trips and things like that. He is very close to everyone that walks through UD. You will meet him at some point in your time here. Our faculty and staff are experts with real life work experiences to share to the classroom, which is also awesome. Most of them have worked in that profession at some point and have brought it in and giving you real life experiences while you're here. Again, you can see Garfield here helping out in class and stuff. No, they didn't just pose for this picture. This was actually a Snapchat that somebody took, and then everybody liked it, so they ended up putting it in all our presentations. Students do find their calling in life at UD. Our educational model is focused on a couple different things: academics, community, character formation, vocation, and stewardship. So academics, we want to help you find your major, nail it down your first year, and try to figure it out. That doesn't mean you can't change it. You're going to change it more than likely throughout your time here, whether that be adding on a major, adding on a couple minors, things like that. The community is huge here. Like I mentioned earlier, is that we want you involved on campus. We don't want you just going to class and moving through the motions. We want you to find your true place here. Character formation, again, we want to help you form into the person you want to be when you graduate. Then you've got vocation and stewardship. So really helping out just different things around campus, around the Dubuque community, and just making it a stronger place to be. We have over 35 different academic interests. So like I mentioned, we have aviation. Then in our business department, we have things like accounting, marketing, business admin. You've got your sciences, which has everything you can think of: bio, chem. You've got the environmental science and things like that. Flight ops, English, education, economics, tons of things that you can study in. Again, you've got HR, liberal studies, which include sports marketing and management, sociology. You've got theater, theology, anything you can think of we have. We also have pre-health professions and pre-law. So basically you'll come in, you'll pick a major, whether that be something in one of those two, and then they'll build a track for you to follow through. So once you graduate, you're ready for law school or medical school. This is Jen Supple-Bartles. She's also a professor here. She does our communication things. She's head of the communication department. So it's kind of cool to see her again. The Academic Success Center, TRIO, and Bridge. So at the Academic Success Center, this is where you'll do mock interviews. You'll sit down and have resume workshops, cover letter workshops. What's really cool with the mock interview is that they'll bring people from the surrounding area in. You'll meet with them for the first half hour. You'll do like a real interview, and in the last 20 minutes, they'll split and kind of sit down and critique kind of your resume, your cover letter, and just help you kind of pin down what you can really make stronger on those things. You've also got the TRIO support service, and TRIO you can get a scholarship for. It's more like a tutoring type program that we have on campus. So if you think you are interested, for sure reach out. I know a lot of students have TRIO in their high school, so we're more than likely going to just transfer you from that program to the one here. And then you've also got the Bridge program, which is for students who may not be academically inclined or things like that. So say in high school you had bad grades and you still want to go to college, you want to go to a four-year university, we're more than welcome to help you through that. You'll then be put into the Bridge program, which you'll have mandatory tutoring sessions and different things like that every week. And it's just to help build you to become a stronger student. So by the time you're done with your first year and have gone through the Bridge program, it's more than likely you won't be in it the rest of your time here. Preparing you for your future, again, with the Academic Success Center. Like I mentioned, the cover letter and resumes, job search advice, interview preparation, networking assistance. And then you've got where will you live then when you get to campus. So we've got the normal residence halls, which are going to be Donnell, Cassett, and HSN. Those are your normal freshman dorms. It's one floor is the gender, so you have a female floor and a male floor, and then in the middle you'll share a bathroom with your floor, which is super easy. This is going to be kind of what they look like. Again, on the right, you've got Cassett and Donnell. To the left, we just put a picture of what the inside of the dorm looks like. So it does come with a mini fridge, a microwave, a desk, dresser, bed, and a wardrobe per person. So depending, most rooms are going to be double. There are some that have four, but you're more than likely going to be put in the double rooms. Then you've got Clappity Hall and Park Village Apartments, which is where you'll live your sophomore year. Clappity Hall are going to be more set up like pods. So in each pod, you've got 8 rooms. So that means there's 16 of you sharing a pod. You have a kitchen and a giant bathroom in your pod. Park Village are apartments. So you're going to have 5 roommates and you'll share a kitchen, living room. You'll have 2 bathrooms and then 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms around each hall. Then you have the townhouses, which are anywhere between 3 to 4 rooms. They're like condos, you have a garage, things like that. These are going to be for juniors, seniors. You don't have to live on campus all 4 years, but you're more than welcome to. Most students move off after 90 credits, things like that. So your athletic experience. We are a D3 school. You can be involved in sports, intramurals, different things like that. Here you can see this is at one of the football games. Looks like they were throwing out t-shirts and everybody was trying to catch one. You've got team buildings, like I mentioned, intramurals. This is going to be one of our intramurals. They do like a ropes course type thing for one of them. So then here you have like pickleball, and then you've got football, which is a huge sport here on campus. We have tons of them. We've got soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, lacrosse, all of those different things as well. So you've got cheer, you can see things like that. Like I mentioned, we are D3, so we aren't allowed to give out sports scholarships, but we still practice or go through the NCAA. This is more of our football field. This is our baseball field. You can see here we won the 2018 OACAC conference. 2016, we won the basketball one for men's. So men's sport, you've got baseball, basketball, cheers, stunt, cross country, football, golf, lacrosse, soccer, tennis, track and field, and wrestling. Women's, we won in 2019 the American Rivers Conference for them. And then the different women's sports, we have our basketball, cheer and stunt, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. So applying for admissions, what do you want to know? We go to the great lengths to help you make your decision. We'll leave no stone unturned. Like I mentioned, we want to see who you are and not just who you are as a student. We don't want to base you off of your grades. So what is life like on campus? It's very involved. There's many things that you can do to stay active here. Where would you live? We kind of went over that a little bit. The FAFSA process is super easy. It opened up on October 1st. We try to get your award letters out before Christmas time, so you will see those at some point if you have already applied and been accepted. And what are classes like? Where would I go to get help? So again, classes are super small. You get a really one-on-one with your professors most of the time. Really get to know who you are and things like that. And you would go to the TRIO program to get help. That's where all the tutors are. Those are all included in pricing, so you don't have to ever pay extra to get a tutor or anything like that. Professors are also always available. There is office hours, but most of the time their door is always open. You can go in even not during their office hours and when they're not in the classroom. So it doesn't take too long after applying to get your acceptance letter from admissions here. So the application only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. It's super quick. We also accept the common application, which is super nice. So after that, it takes about 2 to 3 days to get your acceptance as long as we get your transcript. So we are GPA based. We typically look for a 2.5 or higher, but if you don't have a 2.5, there are just a few other things that we ask for. We ask for just an essay and recommendations from teachers or coaches and things like that. When you'll receive your financial aid, you will originally get the award letter in December if you've already been accepted. If you apply and get accepted after that, you'll just get it a few days later after we get your FAFSA information input. So what step does the college take to keep students safe? To keep students safe, we do have 24/7 security, weekends, holidays, everything. They're walking around campus. They are in a general location, so if you ever need help, you can go over there. We also have poles around campus that if you just press the button, if you feel unsafe at any point, those are there for you. But we do have campus security constantly, and they're always driving around or walking around different buildings and things like that. And what if you're interested in 2 subject areas and can't decide which to choose? You're more than welcome to double major. I myself double majored. Most people do here because a lot of our classes cross over at some point. You can also minor in different things. Sitting down too with just different professors on campus is a good way to do that. We are having in-person visits, so if at any point you want to come and meet. You're more than welcome to meet with multiple professors on your visit just to kind of see how the program works here at UD. And so again, we're committed to eliminate the barriers that other schools have in place to apply. We're completely test optional and there's no application fee. So test optional just means we are not doing the SAT or ACT this year. We know that the test scores don't really tell us who you are, the general ones. We also know that a lot of you haven't been able to take it due to the current circumstances. So we just have done away with it for now and are just going off of your GPA and who you are. And that's why we asked for the recommendation letters and the essay so we can get to know you. You can apply to Dubuque at www.dbq.edu/apply. So just a super short link. And then the financial planning process we'll kind of go through a little bit. So it is a dedicated team. So there's about 6 of them that work upstairs. They'll walk you through everything. So they're super comprehensive. It's personalized, honest, and responsive. So if at any point you're concerned about not being able to afford UD, just reach out and we are here to help you figure out just other scholarships and things like that that we can find for you. This is Mark Munson. He's walking through some just different steps. They actually will meet with you when you first come to UD, talk to you about what loans you've taken out, if you need to start taking out loans, if you need to do a payment plan, things like that. And then before you graduate in your senior seminary class, you'll actually sit down with Mark Munson again and walk through what your life's going to kind of look like after you graduate. So there are tons of different scholarships and UD grants that we have to offer. They open up throughout the year. So keep your eye open just for different things like that. We'll be sending more scholarship stuff out. Then you also have the federal Pell Grant, which is if your family makes less than a certain amount, you will get a Fed Pell Grant, which now is like around $6,000. So that's free money to you. You don't have to pay that back. And then you've got loans as well. So you can do outside loans, private loans, different things like that to help pay off the remaining balance. And we also have on-campus jobs. So we do accept work study. It's $1,000 a semester. So you can just work up to that point and get that money taken off of your total. So we are committed to making the University of Dubuque's education affordable for all students. High school to college transition is super easy and smooth. We try to make it as easy as possible. This is our admissions staff. You can see the guy smiling in the middle. That's Bob Broches. He's our dean of admissions right now. He is the person that will be accepting you into college and things like that. He walks everybody just through the different processes and helps us too. The other people you see around are all the admissions counselors we have here. A fun fact about the admissions counselors that actually work at UD is everybody has graduated from here, whether that been in the early 2000s to in the last few years. We've all graduated from UD, which is pretty neat. You have Chris Peterson, who is our aviation counselor. He helps all the aviation students. So if you're ever interested, that's who you'll reach out to for that. So our faculty and staff are amazing. Again, they are here to help you and want to make sure that you are the most successful while you're at college at UD. For example, I've told this story a few times. I had a professor who was my sport finance professor, but I was also taking a regular finance class, and I did not understand the regular finance class whatsoever. So I would go to my sport finance professor and he'd help me with my finance homework because he helped me just understand it a little bit more. So even though he wasn't the professor of that class, he still just walked me through everything and helped me through those processes. Our coaches are amazing. Again, they are here to support you with your sport career and things like that. We have tons and tons of different coaches. So you've got all the main coach, all the head coaches, and then the assistant coaches as well. We also have GA positions, which go through the sports team. So if you're ever interested in becoming a GA, you're more than welcome to work with the sports teams as well. And we are excited to learn about you and who you are, and help you find, your place, your next home after high school, the path to your future. As you can see here, this is our brick path. You can faintly see the names on there. So when you graduate from UD, you actually get a brick put down. So it's just trying to, make your mark here on campus, showing that you created this path for yourself and for even future students to come to UD. Like I mentioned, we all graduated from UD, and I don't think any one of us would have known in college that this is where we would have been working our full-time job. We are all extremely happy to be here and working here. It's amazing that I still get to make memories on this campus and things like that as well. So again, we are open for visits right now. So you'll kind of see this general link everywhere, www.dbq.edu/visit. So anything that you ever need, you just do that / and you can do apply, visit, financial aid. Those are just going to be those short links to take you to the main pages on our website. And remember, UD starts with you. And thank you again, guys, for meeting with me today. I will open it up for questions right now. So if anybody has anything, you're more than welcome to put that in. But if not, then I'll hand it back and we'll end the presentation. All right, well, it looks like nobody has questions. So again, thank you so much, guys. And if you ever have any questions, just reach out. Again, our website is www.dbq.edu. And you can also go to this link as well and just give us some more information about yourself as well. Thank you.
Thank you all again for taking time to join us today. When you close this window, a very quick 4-question survey will appear on your screen. We encourage you to keep an eye out for a recording of this session on the OACAC website, and also on the website you can sign up for future sessions. Thank you all again, and we hope you have a wonderful day.